Well, I circled right back with video uploading now and this one to the very first video I uploaded, which was about my mother's death. I'm now told that the doctor was horrified by the fact that my mother had been sitting in her chair too long. But the doctor wasn't there. There was no doctor. She signed the death certificate 2 days later, after my mother was in the funeral parlour. My mother went to the funeral parlour the following morning, and the doctor signed the death certificate the day after that. She never saw her body. So that's a little bit puzzling for a start. I also have doubts about the doctor herself. And sorry, I'm going to do it again. Her name was Dr. Goddard. Dr. Goddard, this was in December 1989. Dr. Goddard had been my doctor earlier that same year, I'm pretty sure. Yes, indeed, it was earlier that same year. And I had been once again in a tranquilizer withdrawal. It had started out voluntarily, which is to say that I had cut down of my own volition, and at some point the doctor had decided that I wouldn't be allowed to do it my way, and I had to do it to a set schedule that didn't work for me. Confession. Tranquilizer withdrawal does nothing for the temper. Nothing whatsoever. And I can't remember what this bitch of a woman said, with apologies to my dog, by the way, my lovely Flossie. I can't remember exactly what it was she said while I was in her office, but I picked up some water and threw it over her. There we go. I've never done that to any other doctor, or anything remotely similar. I suppose I could have been done for assault. But I was extremely provoked and extremely short-tempered because of the tranks withdrawal. It is one of the symptoms, actually. One of the pleasanter symptoms from the point of view of the person in withdrawal, but less pleasant for the people around him or her. Actually, of course, it isn't funny, because the woman, needless to say, held it against me. This was the same woman who signed my mother off as having died of natural causes 2 days after my mother's death, 1 day after she'd been in the funeral parlour, and, as far as I can tell, without ever, at any time, seeing her body. She was not in a position to give an opinion on what had caused it. End of story.